Our next topic, or this topic of conversation for Usborne Books and More's books, all about diversity and inclusion and compassion, are celebrating diversity specifically. These books have diversity as a theme to them, and there's so many books also about appreciating other cultures and getting to know other cultures just a little bit better. There are many, many books in this category. I've chosen some of them, but if you want more, I can definitely get you an exhaustive list of more. So, first with the fiction books. Dan the Taxi Man. He is a taxi driver, and he goes around picking up people from the band to take a show, and it's super cute. It's a rhyming book, and it's kind of got a jazzy lilt to it. So going to the show and picking up the band, climb inside while you still can with Dan, beep beep, the taxi man. So first they go, stop, here comes Maureen with her tambourine, shake a shake crash, shake a shake crash. And here's Dan, beep beep, the taxi man, going to the show and picking up the band, climb inside while you still can with Dan, beep beep, the taxi man. So he goes and he picks up different people, and it's got this lilting tune, rhyming tune to it. Different people for the band. This is Tyrone with the saxophone, and here is, what's your name? Star with her electric guitar. And they get to the show, and they realize, after they've picked up lots of people, they realize they're missing something in their band. And they realize they need Dan, the taxi man, as part of their band. So it's wonderful. All of these people, you can see, here's a good picture of all of the people that he picks up are very eclectic, very different and special in this book, and even the taxi man too. It's really fun. This book literally made me cry when I read it the first time. In fact, probably will make me cry every time I read it. This one is called Babies Come from Airports. And it is a book about adoption specifically. And it's about this family, and they adopt babies from different places. And actually it's told from the child's perspective. One of the adopted kids is talking about their baby sister when she was adopted and reviewing about how that goes and from their perspective, and how man named security allowed them to come in and come into the airport and come home. And it's wonderfully cute, and it's beautiful, and in the end you cry. I just can't even tell you, you won't, because you will. And it's about inclusion and diversity. Their family is made up of people and children from all over the world in different countries, and it's special. And it tells us in the end, says that babies come from love. Beautiful book. For our nonfiction books regarding diversity and different cultures, there's a wonderful array of encyclopedias. This one is one on world religions. I recommend the geography one as well, because it's got even more about different areas of the world. But this one's about world religions. You can just see how it's got beautiful illustrations, and it gives you tidbits of information about each religion in the world. And you see here it's internet linked. So there's going to be places where it says here's a link, another internet link, that'll take you to more information on the topic that you're reading about. So a wonderful one for older readers, obviously, or even adults who are interested in learning about other world religions. This one is called Here and There. This is also nonfiction, but it's written with sort of a cartoon illustration. And it's all about the different activities or different types of things that we take for granted in our day-to-day life. Like, what is lunch like around the world? In the United States, we might have, let's see if they have a picture of the United States. They don't. But in Canada, you might have a sandwich and a juice box and some chips. But in France, you might have vegetables and a piece of meat and a side of potatoes. In India, you're going to have some naan and different curries to dip it in. In Thailand, you're going to have things like this. So that's that's just sort of the gist of this book, is what is chores? What are chores like around the world? Well, they're different depending on where you are. So in Uganda, chores might look like this, while in Belgium, chores might look like this. What's another one? New Year, what do celebrations of holidays look like? In Thailand, it looks like this. In China, it looks like this. In Colombia, it looks like this. So it's just a wonderful book giving tidbits of information that kids can understand and follow, that broadens their horizon and widens their worldview and allows them to see that their way is just not how everyone in the world experiences life. And finally, in this category, I wanted to show you this book. It's called What a Wonderful Word. It is about, each page is a different word that is untranslatable in our language, in English, or in any other language. It's untranslatable. So, for instance, this one, Glugavadur. It's Icelandic for weather that looks beautiful while you're inside, but is much too cold when you step outside. I'm in Michigan, on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and that word resonates with me. But it is not, we don't have a specific word for that in our language, although they do in Iceland. So every page is a different word, and they're super fun. And it allows you to see, this is what, they have words because in their culture, that is what they experience so regularly. They need a special word for it. And so it helps you to see another point of view, another culture, through studying their words. So that is the last one I have in that category, although Usborne has a huge selection of books for learning language, learning Spanish in particular. There's the Geography Encyclopedia, and then there's also one all about friends that also teaches you to appreciate differences in other people as well.